I've had my 2019 Mustang GT for over 4 years now and I absolutely love it. And I've also had the opportunity to drive the 2024 Mustang GT. And today I'm here to tell you 5 reasons why you should get the 2024 and up S650 Mustang GT. Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Thank you for tuning in to another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you miss out on future videos. So I've had my Mustang GT for about 4 years. I absolutely love this car. It's got the Gen 3 Coyote motor with the 460 horsepower. It's actually tuned now, so probably 470, 480 horsepower. I do have the 10-speed transmission. Really great car. Now the S650 Mustang hasn't been well received from the critics in terms of not being a huge upgrade over the S550 Mustang, but having owned this Mustang for 4+ years and actually driven the 2024 Mustang GT, I want to highlight 5 things why it does make sense to upgrade to the 2024 or the S650 Mustang GT. So let's get to the first reason, and that is going to be the engine itself. So if you do know, it's going to have the Gen 4 Coyote motor as opposed to the Gen 3 Coyote motor found in my Mustang. For 2023 model year, it made 450 horsepower in the Gen 3 form, whereas the 2024 without the active exhaust makes 480, or you can get the active exhaust and makes 486. So that's going to be an increase of over 30 to 36 horsepower, and that's something you're going to feel a little bit. It's not going to be huge, but you'll be able to tell the difference between the 450 horsepower car and almost a 486 horsepower car. But what good is a horsepower if it's not paired with the right transmission? So luckily, Ford did pair the Gen 3 and the Gen 4 Coyote motor with the 10-speed transmission. However, there are some slight revisions. As you know, I have had to take my 10-speed transmission to the dealership for some warranty work. Nothing hardware related, but they've had to upgrade a couple software. While I love this transmission, it can be a little bit quirky and has gotten a couple software revisions to really get it working right. Whereas with the 2024 Mustang, Ford has made more improvements from the factory, and having driven the 10-speed Mustang GT for the 2024 model year, I can tell it's a lot smoother than my 2019 Mustang GT. So it's a good bit of a difference. If you currently own a 2018 and up Mustang GT with the 10-speed, I highly recommend you go to your local dealer and test drive it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The shifts are a lot smoother, and even the pedal shifters, although I love the pedal shifter response on my car, you will see that there's a slightly better pedal shifter response on the 2024 and up Mustang GTs. Now those are the 2 main reasons why someone would want to get a muscle car, right? The engine and the transmission paired with it. And those are really good reasons, but I want to play the devil's advocate here. And the third reason on my list is actually going to be interior. I know a lot of people hate the tablet design on the interior, but I have to say I have grown to love it. Even the base models have those 2 screens. Those can kind of look tacky, but the premium one with the 1 screen looks amazing. And I think it just has really good customization option. You have tons of customization that you can do. Ford also recently gave out free gauges, so that can be a thing where they're going to roll out new gauges, because all digital, so they can do whatever they want. They can implement all the new gauge styles, so it's nice to be able to get the 6970 gauge, and we're probably going to get more gauges that will be retro gauges. So I think it's going to be really customizable Mustang, and that's what Mustang has always been all about, full customization, and I think that interior really sells it. The 4th reason on my list is actually going to be the resale value in a way. As you probably know, the Camaro is no longer in production. Dodge is moving away from the V8s. Mustang is the only last V8 muscle car left, or pony car, sports car, whatever you want to call it, but it's the last of its kind. And that means, especially with all the push towards EV, we know if we do get another generation of Mustang, it is not going to be a V8. It's going to be some sort of a hybrid or an EV. So this body style for the S650 Mustang 2024 and up, however long it goes till, it's going to be last of its kind where it has that body style and a V8. So the chances are, if you do get one of those, even though it's going to follow the traditional depreciation curve for the car, it's eventually going to bottom out and start going up, because that will be the last V8 Ford has put out, which would be the Gen 4 Coyote motor in the regular GT or GT Premium. Of course, I'm sure there will be some sort of a Shelby variant with a supercharged or hybrid, some crazy system out there. But as far as the regular V8s are concerned, the Gen 4 Coyote will be the last one. So even though the prices have gone up and you are paying a little bit more than you would pay for the S550, you'll be able to recoup some of that money once you go selling it, assuming you're going to keep your car for a good bit of time, at least 5+ years. And 5th on my list is a little silly, but 5th reason why you should get an S650 Mustang is going to be the remote ref feature. As silly as it sounds, guys, it's an amazing feature. I've used it once, and I think it's going to be And this is gonna be a really big hit at the Cars and Coffee, where you just park your car, you see someone walking around, they're looking at your car, start it up and rev it for them. It's gonna be a game changer. It's gonna be really nice. And the exhaust on those cars sounds really good. Here's a quick demo on how the remote rev works on the 2024 Mustang GT. And once, that's up to 2000 RPM, which has a really deep tone to it. And now we're gonna do it again, but this one. I have active exhaust in my car. Even when it was stock, it wasn't as loud as what the 2024 Mustang GT exhaust is. I don't know if they've done some revision, but in the track mode, it's absolutely loud. And if you really want it, you can get some X-Pipe and it gets even louder. So you don't really need a full exhaust setup like I have on mine with the Course Extreme catback. You can just literally get the active exhaust, which will be plenty for most people, and just go ahead and get the Resonator Delete if you really want to get a little bit more loudness out of it. Here's how it sounds in track mode with the Resonator Delete. But yeah, I think the remote rev feature, even with the stock active exhaust, without the Resonator Delete, it sounds amazing. It's a really cool feature. It always gets people's attention. So at the next Cars and Coffee or the car show, that will be a big hit. But yeah, guys, that's all I've got. Having owned this Mustang, having driven the 2024 Mustang GT, these are the 5 reasons where I think it makes sense to get the 2024 Mustang. You've got the engine, you've got more power with the Gen 4 Coyote motor. The transmission tuning is a little bit better. It's a little bit smoother, better responsive with the paddle shifter. Interior is a huge upgrade, especially with the screen. A lot of customizations to be had. This is also going to be the last V8 of its kind, which means the prices are going to go up and you're going to retain that value. And when you do resell, you'll recoup that money. And lastly, the remote rev feature just sounds very silly, but it's an amazing feature and very nice to have in a Mustang. It's a really Mustang-y feature, if that makes sense. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video on top 5 reasons why it makes sense to get the S650 Mustang over the S550. Comment below what do you think about the S650 Mustang. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.